This Abandoned E34 Touring has been stuck on my RAM for about a month now. And of course the reason for that is because all of these old projects always spiral out of control. That brings us to today, where almost all the mechanical components have been replaced. Which means very soon we should be able to take this car for an MOT. But before we do this, we have many other parts to fit, so let's crack on. You're stood on my new tripod. It works. I used it in the last video. Everyone seems to enjoy the last video, so thank you very much for all your comments and stuff. You'll see that car at another point, but today's video is obviously on the Touring, and I only have a couple of days of working time to do this because I'm going away to London on Thursday, and this goes out Friday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, and we've got a few things to get on the car to make it rolling, so hopefully Friday afternoon I can take this for MOT. One thing to add is that the car is still currently on its stock suspension. We're waiting for the BCs, so we might get it all together without the BCs on. But yeah, we can get somewhere now. Right, back in place. We need these, been waiting for these. These are the main priority of getting the rest of the car back together. Same again for the front. Hell, braided brake lines as we use on absolutely everything here. Power flex bushes. These are the last two bushes that we need to replace. The two lower front control arms. We've got to push these into our new control arms, which are here. These ones already have a bush in. We're going to get rid of those. And this one was purchased without a bush, so put our bushes straight into this one and be no problem. Of course, we've got boring stuff like thermostat with housing. Let's get cracking. These are our lower control arms. Like I said before, we purchased these ones without the bushes. Apparently you can't purchase the other ones without a bush. So we have these bushes in here, which are obviously the standard ones, and usually these just sort of fall apart after about, I don't know, 10 minutes of driving. So we're going to replace it with the power flex bushes, but obviously we need to get it out of there first. Ideally, I need to press this out, but I don't have a press. So I'm going to heat the outside edge up with this blowtorch, and hopefully we can just knock it out in one piece. I'm expecting it to actually fall out there, and not what actually happened. I think we can all agree that those look very nice, and they're going to make the car drive extremely well down the road, and probably for a long time. Obviously we're not going to do any of these up yet until it's on the floor, because when it's on the floor, that is when you tighten up your bush. You always wait till your car is on the ground to tighten up the bushes. That way the bushes last, and it actually makes it drive a little bit nicer as well. Speaking of driving nicer, it's all well and good doing this, but if we can't stop, then it's not going to be any good, is it? So our old brake lines here, they are completely brittle, rock hard, and we need to replace them. So that is exactly what we're going to do. So let me go show you the braided brake lines. Went for the raw braided brake lines this time. Usually I go for like pink or purple or like carbon fiber, but this time just traditional raw sort of braided look. And yeah, this is going to be really nice. These cars actually have 6 braided lines on them. Front pair, and then you get 4 at the back. So full kit is on the Hell website. They make custom braided lines as well if you need them. Every single one of our projects gets these, and couldn't be more happy with them, and they're really, really nice to fit and install. So yeah, let's go chuck these on. Thank you, Hell. Flexible. It's meant to be flexible, not... Shouldn't be like that. I feel like a lot of people overlook these, but like these sort of like break down, and If they can't flex, then they're gonna crack. And if they crack, then your brake fluid comes out, you lose brakes, and then you die. So if your car's been sat for a long time, and even if it doesn't look perished, which this one doesn't, just get them changed. It's not really that expensive, and it's worth not dying. Overlooks thing, I swear. Anyway, better things ahead. I'm a bit premature actually, because these actually go into the calipers first. And obviously, as you can see, I have none of the remaining pieces that I need. So because we're waiting for some coilovers and we need to put all that together in one piece, I'm gonna be on to the back. Now these don't actually look too bad and too rusty, but the shoes here, as you can see, are falling off. And the reason being is because the little pin that holds the rear shoes in has actually pulled through the backing plate. Just there, so this pin goes into the backing plate and then twists 90 degrees, and that's what holds the brake shoe in. With that backing plate pulling through, the shoe's gonna fall out. So we need to change the backing plates before we get all the brakes and everything back on, because we don't want that to fail because of a very small part. So let's get it stripped down. See that bearing race stuck on there? That's gonna cause me great difficulty. Ideally, I wanted to keep these wheel bearings, but I've been here before and I have been doing this earlier on to see if I could film it beforehand, and turns out all the bearings end up collapsing when I try to do this without a press or a bearing tool. So let's get it stripped, and then hopefully tomorrow our bearing press actually turns up and I can actually get this thing back together. Now that's all together. We didn't change the shoes because they're literally brand new and they're literally only used for handbrake mechanism. The one thing I now can't do, because the tool hasn't arrived just yet, is pull that wheel bearing out and put some new ones in. Now I've got a special tool that pulls it all the way through on the way, and then we can get our flange back in and all of this can go and mount into the car. But it was supposed to be here by now and it's not here. Now I'm in a little bit of a sticky situation because without those wheel bearings I can't put any of the rear end back together. And once again it looks like I'm being beaten by the parts soldering. So yeah, let's do something else. And that something else is to get this car fully running perfect. Now, at the weekend, Lewis came over and he gave it a service. So we said plugged, oil, filter. We fixed our air leaks and it should run now. But when we did get it running, we noticed that there's no air getting into the cabin. I believe the thermostat is actually stuck. So we have a new thermostat here. Hopefully that's the problem. It's not letting any water circulate into the heater box. So what we're going to do is change this, get it bled up again, and hopefully have some heat in the car. And then I might actually sit in there for a bit because I'm absolutely freezing. Didn't really lose any coolant, so I just topped it off with some water. Probably get the whole coolant system flushed out. I just want to make sure it's definitely not leaking after we put the new thermostat in, and then it can get the whole system pulled out again. We have heat, and boy does it smell. When Lewis was cleaning this the other day, he found maggots down there on the footwell, and he is convinced there is a dead animal in the blower motor. It does smell, so I'm going to leave it on for about half an hour, see if that smell goes away. But to me, it just smells like a dirty old car that's been abandoned for many years. We'll see. Either way, there was definitely maggots down there on the floor. I'll give you that. There was there. We're leak free, we're bled up, we've got all the coolant going through the whole system, heat inside. That side of the car is done. So all we need now is to do those rear wheel bearings, and I still haven't got the special tool that I need. That tool could be here any minute now, so I'm going to go run some errands now. Hopefully I can pick up that tool. But while I have you here, I'm going to tell you about the giveaway and the Black Friday sale, which I think I'm going to go ahead and do next Friday for one day only. Obviously, as you know, we're running the giveaway on the blue E34, and when this car comes up on the ramp, the blue E34 is going to go on there, and we're going to do some little upgrades and finishing touches for the car for the new owner, who will win the car in the early days of December. Cheapest way to enter that giveaway is to go on my website and buy one digital print for £10. That way you're entered into the giveaway. You'll be emailed a digital print of the design that we've got for the drop. Very cool design. We're also doing hoodies and t-shirts and stickers and all sorts of little things on there. Very cool design. Get yours while you can. They are on a pre-order basis, so if you do order them, you're not going to get them in 2 or 3 days. Over 100 garments sold and nearly 400 tickets sold. You guys are killing it, so thank you very much to everyone that has taken part so far. However, if you're waiting to order and you want to try your luck, I'm thinking double entries on everything on the site. So some of the items you can buy have 6 entries, and some of them have 2 or 1. All of those will be double. And maybe I'll even do some other products which gets you a certain amount of entries as well. It's just a thought that I had, and I thought, why not? I've never had the opportunity to do anything Black Friday, so why don't I give it a go this time around? And then you guys can get some more tickets for less money. Maybe I will do that. Not too sure yet. It's just an idea. But yeah, let me know if you think that's a good idea. Right, I'm going to hopefully go find the tool that we need. So, good news and bad news. Number 1, picked up our wheel bearings. So we now have a pair of real wheel bearings. Bad news, we cannot fit them until we have the tool, which is not turning up until 8 PM. So unfortunately, I cannot continue any further. And I have had a message to say the PCs are on their way. So I can't even put all that back on because it's all got to come back off anyway. So yeah, annoyingly, this is going to be a short video, but we have got some progress done, and I am pretty sure that the next episode, a lot of progress will be done. Let's pray we don't get any more parts problems, because that is the main problem that I have right now, is all parts. So I do apologise, but that is reality. I've been doing lots of other little bits and bobs off camera, which you haven't seen. Finished off the passenger seat rail for the Datsun there. Made all the seat bracket down there, welded all the way along the tunnel. A few other little bits and bobs. I've made the extra brace that goes across here, which you can see it there. I'm desperate to get this car done so I can get this car up there and finish the underside of that tunnel. These snowflakes here, just been rebuilt. Had to swap all the barrels over. get new tyres mounted on them, obviously seal them back up and stuff. And I've just gone to the tyre shop today to get those fitted, and those are going on a 1.8T Mark II Golf. I also will be doing a manual to power assisted steering rack conversion on that car. A lot of people did ask me previously when we did the last 1.8T Mark II Golf, when's the next video? Because I didn't finish that video, and what happened was a lot of my video got deleted and it wasn't enough there for the video, and the car had already gone. So that video never actually got finished, and I get asked about it quite a lot, but you're gonna get more 1.8T Mark II Golf content soon, I assume. So look forward to that, I guess. I'm going to London tomorrow with my girlfriend, which will be Thursday, and usually I'd have everything finished for the Friday upload, but I'm not gonna have time now because obviously I'm not gonna be here. You've got to keep them happy. I do apologise to all, but stay tuned. Go on grasswells.com, go get your tickets. Stay tuned for that Black Friday sale next Friday. Still thinking about it, don't actually stay tuned, but do stay tuned. I don't know if it's gonna happen. You'll be first to know if it does. But yeah, let me know anything in the comments. Thank you all very much for watching. Thank you all for watching the last video. If you didn't check out the last video, I'll put that on the screen here now. Cool car that I've purchased. I'm sure you will all enjoy. I've had a great response from it already. So thank you very much. Have a good weekend. Goodbye.